Here we are heading back up to Stevens Pass from Leavenworth. This is my first time hitchhiking by myself. I think I'll do just fine. I made it successfully back up here. It's supposed to get a little stormy, so I'm prepared for some rain. Let's do this. Bit cloudy today, but it adds kind of a nice eerie vibe to the whole thing, so I can dig it. Can't get clear days all the time. Got a decent campsite tonight. Nice and flat, a little grassy. Only did about 15 miles, a little more than 15 miles. Calling it a day here at 6 o'clock. Try and get up, get moving early tomorrow. If I can do 25s the next 4 days in a row, then I'll make it to Stehekin on Wednesday, which is the plan. So, good day hiking with this section so far. A little bit damp last night, but once again it stayed dry. I think we got one more day of weather like this, and then it should start to clear up a little bit, hopefully by the time I'm getting to Glacier Peak. So let's get it. Clouds have lifted just a little bit. I'm already getting some pretty nice views up here. Still a little cloudy, but I think tomorrow's going to be a little bit better weather-wise. So keep on pushing. Good morning from probably 35 miles north of Stevens Pass. I think I'm right below Glacier Peak, but these clouds are still here, so who knows. It's just another wet day, a wet night. Had mice get in my tent last night. It's been a great trip. I can't wait for some dry weather. Okay, so I'm going to touch a little bit more about the mice last night. So, I fell asleep with a bag of trail mix in my tent, and I woke up at about 4 and thought I felt something move on me. Kind of dismissed it and went back to sleep. Next thing I know, I felt something scurry across my face. Looked up in the little ear pocket in my tent, and there's definitely a mouse in there. So I grabbed him, got him out, only to find him back in my tent probably about 5 minutes later. So I knew there was a hole. So I got the mouse again, got him out, found the hole, duct taped it, and then the mouse proceeded to try to re-enter my tent for the next couple hours. This morning when I was kind of breaking down my camp too, I found another hole in my tent. And then there was a girl camped pretty much right next to me last night, and some mice that also got into her food bag, which was outside of her tent. And they also got into her trail mix and nothing else. So those mice out here like trail mix. I guess that's all just part of the adventure. Same with this rain. Probably do a better job of not putting food in my tent in the future though. But I just love snacking at nighttime. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. But a learning experience, I guess. There is blue sky above me. There is a God. Still works. A long, cold day of hiking. Got my tent set up right before this last kind of rainstorm rolled in. Judging by what I've talked to other people, it's supposed to be nicer tomorrow. So fingers crossed for that. Until then, I think I'm just going to stay nice and dry and warm inside the tent. So. Alright, I think I got a pretty solid night's sleep. I'm going to consider any night's sleep good if I don't have to deal with mice in the future. It did get down to like 35 degrees last night. It was raining all night. But you kind of see the sun wanting to poke out. So fingers crossed I'll actually get to dry all my stuff out today because everything's pretty damp. But got a pretty big descent coming up. Let's get the day started. Pretty much cutting right along the north side of Glacier Peak right now. The sun's poked out and it's just beautiful out here. I'm going through this little valley here right on the north side. I'm just glad I finally actually got to see it. I didn't think I was going to. This place is absolutely gorgeous. Who's sunning themselves right now? Getting all nice and toasty, huh? So two things of mine that have started to show some wear in this section. The bag on my filter has finally popped a leak. Duct tape's kind of holding it together until I get to the next town and I should have a new one waiting for me. The second is my shoes. Both of them have kind of started getting holes. That one's getting pretty big also. I have a new pair of shoes waiting in Stehekin for me. Thank God. Been a few miles of walking straight through the flat forest. It's nice and green. The sun's finally poking out too, so looks like I'll be able to dry all my stuff once I get up to this river out here. Been very peaceful so far. Look at how big this down tree is. It's huge. Now that is a root system. Jesus. Alright, last night was the first night in this section that I did not wake up to rain or condensation, so it feels really good to be dry. I think I got about 28 miles to the dirt road that will take me to Stehekin, so I'll try and get myself within a couple miles of that today. And then just have a short walk to the bus that will take me down to Stehekin tomorrow. Alright, we got all the water filled up. We have a 7.5 mile, 4,000 plus foot climb coming up. I think this is the last big climb before Stehekin. So let's get it. It's beautiful out. Hopefully we get some good views today. Okay, I'm about 8 miles away from the dirt road. Gotta be there by 9 in the morning. I'm exhausted, my knee's pretty sore, so decided to call it a day, set up camp. I'm gonna wake up early and push out that last 8 miles. Got a couple of interesting food choices that I've learned out here. First, I've been cold soaking my oatmeal. Put it in this bag just to kind of seal it, prevent any leaks. But a buddy of mine who I met out here in Vinyl, he showed me to put hot chocolate mix in there. So I've been doing that. It's super good. And then another one that I'm doing tonight, just because this is pretty much all I got left. Cold soaked top ramen with an added packet of gravy mix. I think it's going to be pretty good. So, some cold soaking options. Got up nice and early this morning at 4:30. Ate breakfast, started hiking by about 5:15. I don't want to miss this bus at 9 o'clock, so gotta start early. Probably start doing that every day. Get the miles in.